So Rachel, thanks for joining us today. You underwent a double lung transplant in 2013, I think. Is that right?
That's correct, yes.
What age were you then?
Oh gosh, I was about 21, just starting university, and yeah,
Right.
pretty exciting.
Okay, well let's backtrack first. Where did it all start for you? When did you first notice you were ill?
So I was born with cystic fibrosis, which is a genetic disease. So growing up, I had a lot of physio treatment, was in hospital a lot, keeping myself healthy. And until I got to about 17, 18 years of age, I was a healthy young girl playing sport. So you wouldn't know that I had cystic fibrosis. But around that age of 17, 18, my lungs started to deteriorate a lot more. And I was in and out of hospital having 3-week stays, 4-week stays, trying to get rid of any lung infections that I had. Over time, all the lung infections took a real toll on the tissues in my lungs. And that led to a real deterioration in my health when I was 19, leading to having the conversation with the cystic fibrosis doctors that a transplant was in the near future.
Right. So quite a bit to deal with at a young age. How much did that affect you, this constant, illness with the lungs and trying to manage that?
Yeah, well, growing up, knowing I had a disease, I was very conscious of keeping myself healthy, going, to the beach, doing a lot of exercise, clearing the mucus from my lungs, and taking a lot of antibiotics. So I was always very conscious of keeping myself healthy, but getting sick and watching yourself deteriorate and not being able to go out with friends and kind of live a healthy life, end of your teenage years, was really hard, especially during the HSC. I was in hospital for a lot of that school year. So trying to keep up with work and stay social whilst, spending 2 to 3 hours a day doing chest physio at home was really difficult. And also having the conversation that a lung transplant would be, a real possibility for me was really confronting. Because like I said, I was so healthy when I was younger that I wouldn't think I'd be in that category of people who would need a transplant. But that just goes to show how rapidly your lungs can take a turn.
Yeah, and I guess that's the exact same thing for me. I always thought, well, it'll never get to that point. I'm never going to be that sick that I'll need a transplant. And yeah, it can happen to you. That's the reality, isn't it?
Yeah, I think by the time I was 19, I was on oxygen at home pretty much 24 hours a day and slept with a CPAP sleeping device to help me at night as well. So it got pretty serious, yeah.